Michelle.
Hi, Han. Welcome back.
Yes.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on the others. Tunsan. I'm just waiting on the others to join. Barack. I'm just waiting on everyone to join.
Diva Studio.
Hello again.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. So Tun Song was just telling us about his experience with the Chinese customers. And guys, Tun Song promised that he was going to fix that. Okay. So, he was going to try and, welcome his Chinese guests. Okay. But Royale wanted to say something. So go ahead, please, Royale.
I mean, same Tung Sơn said, Chinese and Vietnamese people often discrimination with Chinese people.
Discriminate.
Discriminate.
Yes. Because Chinese people often cause a bad image with Vietnam people.
Did you say that Chinese people, they are coarse? Is that what you said? Coarse?
They cause a bad image.
They cause a bad image. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the Chinese, they are really outstanding, right? Everyone knows them. All right. So other than the Chinese, is there any other group of people? Is there any other nationality that behaves in a similar way? Anybody?
Yes.
Other than the Chinese, Tun Song says the Chinese, they're very loud and, he doesn't enjoy dealing with them. And Royale is also saying the same thing. So my question is, are there any other groups of foreigners other than the Chinese? Are there any other groups, any other race that, that is kind of similar to the Chinese? No?
No, I think it's just Chinese.
It's just a Chinese. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Han.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
So Han,
Yes.
is there a class system in your country? So
Yes.
Would you like to share a little? Tell us a little.
Yes. In my country, has a classroom system from middle school to high school. Yes.
So in this instance, Han, when we talk about class, we are not talking about school. We're not talking about high school, primary school. When we talk about class system, we are talking about a social system in the economy.
Là tầng lớp đó anh không phải là lớp học đâu, mà cái tầng lớp.
Tầng lớp
giai cấp.
Yes.
Giai cấp ví dụ như Hân là giai cấp giàu có, nhưng mà Hầu là giai cấp rất giàu.
So we're not talking about high school and primary school.
Yes.
We're talking about economical wealth. People are classed in the society based on their economic wealth, based on their education level, based on the kind of jobs that they have. We call
Yes.
that a class system. Okay.
Yes, yes. Yes, and in my country, doesn't have class system.
So
Yes.
there is no class system in your country?
Yes, no class system in my countries.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Han. Barak. So let's hear what Barak
Yes,
thinks.
I think Vietnam is always divided into 3 classes.
I think every economy, Barak, has a class system. Every economy, every country has a class system.
Yes, I think 3 classes. Men, wealthy class, that people have a life very rich, and middle class, middle earners, and lower class, that people are maybe very poor.
Yes.
As you know, in Vietnam, these classes exist, but without proper names.
Yes.
Yes, and now because of my country, maybe you maybe very fair in very fair for everyone. So in fact, that exists from ancient until now. I think. So upper class, some people successful business people, maybe corrupted officials. Yes, and middle class.
Yes.
Regular state employees, for example, teachers, police officers, private employees, such as bank employees, like Han.
Like Han, yes. Han would be a part of the middle class, right?
Yes, middle class. Yes, and lower class. For example, lottery ticket dealer.
Yes, yes.
Local market dealers, regular person.
Yes. Thank you, Barak. Thank you. So thank you so much, Barak. So guys, thank you, Han, as well. So this is important for us to understand that in every economy, in every country, there are what we call different types of classes of people, different types of economical and social class. It means that people are divided into groups based on the type of jobs we have, based on who our families are, based on the school that we attended. That helps that helps to place us in society. Some schools are more prestigious. Some schools are more popular. Some schools have a very good track record. So the schools that we attend, that will often, decide where we end up in society. So every society, it's typically divided into 3 classes, as Barak explained. We have the lower class, the middle class, and we have the upper class. Many of us, we are between the lower class and the middle class. Only very few people are in the upper class, but the majority of us, we are either at the lower class or the middle class. And many of us are in between these 2 classes. So we're not really lower, but we don't quite belong to the middle. So we're kind of midway between both of them, right?
Yeah.
So every society has a class system. It's not something that is talked about publicly, but it exists. And we know that it exists, you know? So your government may tell you that it doesn't exist. That is not true. Every society has a class system, and we know that it exists. Governments will tell us that it doesn't exist, but that's not true. It exists. And
Yeah.
it is based on our economic ability. It is based on our social standings, etc. You know, the kind of education that we have, you know, whether we work in the store, whether we work in the bank, that helps to decide where we fall in the class system. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's important that we know the differences, and it's important that we read about these things because it exists and it's very real, you know. So, like I said, I think it exists in every country, and I think it exists in your country as well. Well, Barack has just confirmed that it exists. Okay. So. I want you to imagine, so you travel to a foreign country and you were discriminated against. So for example, you travel to the United States and you were discriminated against because of your nationality, because of how you look. How would you feel? What would you do? So Tunsong, you traveled to the US, you traveled to the US to attend a conference, but you know, things didn't go so well because you were discriminated against at the airport, you know. How would you feel? What would you do?
If I travel to foreign country and I were discriminated against because of my nationality, I would feel a little bit sad. Yeah, but not much. Yeah, but not much. Because I think none of all people in this country treat me like that. Yeah, always have good man, bad man. Yes, I will keep going, keep traveling, and I don't care about that problem.
Okay. Thank you, Tunsong. So you're saying, Tunsong, it wouldn't affect you too much. You would still travel and you would still do business because discrimination, it happens all the time. So
Yeah,
you wouldn't let it bother you too much, right?
yes, that's right.
Okay, good, very good. Thank you, Tunsong. How about you, Royal? So, you know, you're traveling for business and you were discriminated against because of your nationality. How would you feel and what would you do?
I have never traveled to a country, but if so, I will very sad,
Yeah.
and I am going to another place when and I won't be discriminated against and more.
So are you saying, Royal, that you would visit somewhere else? So if that happened to you, you wouldn't go back to that country, you would visit somewhere else. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, okay. So, so if that happened to you, you would feel sad and you would use the opportunity to visit elsewhere. You wouldn't go back to that country, right?
I I think I can go to other country or go to anywhere it's quiet.
Yes.
Not much people. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Royal. Thank you. Barak, if that happened to you, Barak, thank you, Royal. So Barak, if you were traveling for business to a foreign country, maybe to the US, and you were discriminated against because of your nationality, how would you feel and what would you do?
If I travel to a foreign country and
Mhm.
I was discriminate against because of my nationality, I
Mhm.
feel very sad and disappointed. Other
Yes.
people maybe who wrong because moving to another country can be to discover the culture of that company or to find job opportunities in
Yes.
that country in general. It also helps the country to be better, but
Mhm.
being discriminated against will reduce my friendliness towards that country,
Yes.
and I probably want want to come back the second
Mhm.
time.
You probably won't want to visit. But what if it's business, Barack? So you're a businessman, so you have to do business, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but
So you have to do business, right? So what would you do?
um, I will I will come back my country.
No, Barack, no, you can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up so easily. You can't give up so easily. All right. Thank you, Barack. Thank you, Barack. So what about you, Han? So Han, you do business. You sell clothing. So what
Yes,
if you were visiting the US to do business and you were
yes,
discriminated against because of your nationality? What would you do?
yes.
Consult.
Yes. If I discrimination against my
If
nationality,
I am discriminated against,
yes. If I am discrimination against
mhm,
yes, I will consult the government. Yes, and I will conserve do you know me? Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm just
Yes.
listening. I'm listening. Uh-huh.
Yes. I want to find a solution. Yes. Find solution why my nationality is discrimination, and I want to go foreign countries.
Mhm.
Yes, I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Thank you, Han. So you are saying, Han, that you would contact the government because you want to find out why your nationality is being discriminated against, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. So it's the US government. The US government doesn't care. They discriminate against people all the time and they don't care.
Yes.
So guys, the reality, so thank you everyone, thank you. But the reality is you are traveling to a foreign country and you are discriminated against at the airport, the reality is there's not much that we can do, because it happens every day. It's not right. It should not happen, but it happens every day. And, we just have to make the best of the situation. So, for example, when we migrate to a different country, when we move to a different country to work or to study, we sometimes experience a lot of different types of discrimination. But we have to be strong because we are there for a reason. We are there to earn money. We are there to do business. We are there to get an education. So it's important that we remain mentally strong. Okay? We can't just decide that we are going to pack up and go home when we are discriminated against. It doesn't work like that. We have to be tough and we have to remember, we have to be tough, we have to be strong, and we have to remember the reason why we are there. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. So, any questions before I wrap up? Anyone has any questions? Any questions, guys?
Yeah. Have you ever seen discrimination in your work or in your life?
So yes. When I travel, sometimes, I guess because of how I look or how I sound, I am treated a bit differently. Maybe I am, they examine my luggage more carefully, like they're searching for stuff. And I am questioned a lot, they ask me a lot of questions. While other persons who don't look like me, they don't seem to have any problems, Yeah, so I notice that sometimes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But like I said, it doesn't bother me very much because it's important to remember the reason why you are traveling. So you're traveling to do business, and that's important. So don't forget the reason why you're doing something. Even though you may be experiencing different levels of discrimination, don't let that stop you from, doing what you are doing.
Yeah, and do you you see you see discrimination is normal in our life? Do you think it's normal in our life?
This discrimination, it will always exist.
Yeah.
It will always exist. And like I said, it exists in many different forms. So it will always exist because we are all different and we will continue to be different. So it's not possible to get rid of discrimination. It will always exist in different forms.
Yeah.
Yes. But like I said, it's important that we are aware of the different types so that we can identify it when it happens, and we can deal with it in a professional way. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. You're all so quiet. Thank you guys. Thank you for your questions, Tunsang. Thank you. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap up. Thank you so much for meeting with me tonight. I know it's late. This was a very tough topic. Discrimination. It's never an easy topic to discuss,
Yeah.
But it's important that we talk about it. Okay. So
yes.
Thank you, guys. I hope you learned a lot tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Take care, and I'll see you next week. Okay.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Thank you, everyone.
Well,
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Good night.
Michelle. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
bye-bye.